Hello, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds, where we continue with the murder on Eridanus. And talking about murders, here in the research lab, we are facing a direction where we have heard a gunshot in the end of the last episode, so presumably there is yet another murder that has just happened here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Examine the grate. The vent would make for the perfect covert entrance, assuming one knows the HVAC plan and is small enough to fit in the shaft. Examine the fuse box. There is a cut wire in the box. Someone wanted the power cut to something, but you are not quite sure what. Okay, so I assume the dead body is over there. Okay, I don't have... but I can pick it. Without any issue whatsoever, by the way. So, yeah. Okay, we'll come to the table in mere moments. Somebody ate her lunch as well. Shock cannon, some money, maybe level head, okay. Light pistol Mark 3. Yeah, there is, like, this is the boarding office, okay, nothing interesting in here. Okay, and that's where we were heading originally.
Dr. Blossom was a horrible person, but she was going to cooperate with you. Somebody wanted to keep her quiet.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
The keycard, which smells suspiciously of Spectrum spirits, unlocks the office of head researcher Dr. Leora Blossom in the Riza's RR&DD labs. Say that 5 times fast, fella. No, thank you. Oh, we have some gun there.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, we will come to that. Let me try to loot the place first, okay? Just give me a moment.
It's not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Eridanium gigaseous Slug Research Report 1. Subject, a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
Okay.
Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Shocking discovery. Examine the body. You're sure you heard gunshots earlier, yet the victim's loss of blood is oddly minimal. After much thought, you are unable to deduce any further details. Search the immediate area. Although you distinctly remember hearing gunshot over the intercom, you don't see any bullet casings.
Anyone else think there should be more bullet holes here?
What do you think happened?
5 kills in and out before we could catch a glimpse of a culprit. I'd expect more blood.
That depends. I've seen folks drop dead from a tiny mandapillar bite. The bullets could have had a similar kind of venom.
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Spectrum Gatling Terminal. All core systems operative. Weapon requires loaded Spectrum Vodka array to be functional. Web notes. The Gatling taunts me from behind its glass cage. The infernal void damn thing refuses to work and I know the exact cause. It's me. Why am I wired like this? Why? Whenever I tried to fiddle with the internal sober, I broke parts off or connections failed to fire or pieces stuck out in the casing and shorted out other components. So of course the solution was obvious. Get at least a little plastered prior to the work period. Every work period. When I'm relaxed, my hands don't shake and it's so much easier to see where things should fit or how to bridge certain connections. The problem, of course, is that I also get artistic. Why should a weapon work on mechanics alone? Why shouldn't you have to, say, slot one of every single kind of Spectrum Vodka into the thing before it will fire for the first time? I don't even know if it's tied to the weapon's internals or if it's some kind of lock, but it seems like it should fire and absolutely will not. I have to get one of every kind of Spectrum, including black. I can only hope the storage warehouse has had a recent shipment of the entire Spectrum, or all this work will have been for nothing. I have to be the dumbest genius this side of Halcyon. Yeah. I did see at least Violet somewhere nearby, right? I should have it in my this one. Yeah, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and black. Okay. Maybe it was in her office. Well, that's a start. Okay. Now, terminal. Yes. View download confirmation. File deleted was successfully downloaded. Okay. Messages. From Administrator Ludovica, subject Halcyon Helen's lab tour. Apologies for the late notice, but Miss Bellamy has requested a tour of the facilities while she is visiting Eridanos as Halcyon Helen. Please prepare for her arrival in the morning. RA. Riza administration? I don't know. From Blossom, subject note to self. Well, Leora, you did it again. At long last you located a bottle of Spectrum Black hidden in a crevice of musty shelf space in the storage warehouse last night. That much closer to finally getting the Spectrum Gatling to work. And what happened? You got all the way back to the water tower before running into a group of primals already diverting themselves with fruits of the fermented variety. One bad blackout later and there you are, covered in primal vomit without the Spectrum Black. Get it together. To de department, all RR&DD Labs employees, subject what in the Architect's blue blazes is going on. I think we've seen that one. Files. Error file deleted. Well, it's deleted. Parasite findings. Tests involving the parasite Eridanium gigaseus, colloquially dubbed slugs, have produced astounding results. Even when compared against our most promising methods of producing a brain chemical dependency, the pheromone the gigaseous secretes produces dopamine more efficiently than anything on record. Further tests will continue researching how much of the compound we can introduce to subjects and observe the effects. Despite our less than ideal presentation to administration, the product impressed for two main reasons. As mentioned before, this product will produce that boozy feel-good stimulus like no other, but more importantly, the pheromone's makeup is completely unique, which means there are no regulations surrounding its classification. The idea of a completely additive product with zero laws surrounding it would certainly justify any means.
Whatever's on that file was worth murdering these people. Now, I'm doubly intrigued.
Hmm.
Going silent.
Alright, well, seems like we are mostly done with this part.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollenization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the wasp.
I mean, I could fast travel to the hive, right?
Cycle is now in progress.
I don't really know what a wasp keto is, but I think we're about to get educated in a hurry.
Yeah, I am not very keen on finding that out. Oh, they do have quite a range, eh? I think I need to be inside the fence, that's like kind of a problem.
Keto stings have been known to cause auditory confusion before death. So if you cannot understand this message, that may be why.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yes, I know, just give me a moment. So, how about we abort the pollinization cycle? Thank you. We check recent activity. So it was initiated at the order of authorized user, but the system has been illegally accessed by a person or persons not employed by the Rhesus Corporation. Okay. Brute force to trigger an unscheduled pollination cycle was used to override this device's protocols. Protected records and documents may be compromised. Caution is advised. To Lawson, subject real funny. Hilda. Generally, when two coworkers get blasted out of their minds on Spectrum Vodka and one of them makes a joke about how wild it would be if someone put wasps and mosquitoes together, he doesn't wake up the next day with a promotion and a couple 100,000 rabid insects on his back porch. I can appreciate a good joke as much as the next guy, but I got a message earlier today about making sure I increase quarterly yields, and it wasn't from you. If you wanted to, I don't know, bail me out sooner rather than later, I'd be most obliged. Morris. To Lawson, subject bail me out. Hilda. I'll put it bluntly. This place is one bad key press away from total disaster. Earlier today, I accidentally selected the begin pollinization cycle function on this terminal. The cycle just activated, no password protection, no confirmation message, nothing. As it so happened, there was a scheduled tour making its way through the orchards at about that moment. Somehow that idiot groundskeeper's exterminator mechanicals got activated, giving the mosquitoes something to sting that wasn't the tour group. Those people barely got away with their lives, and I don't think we'll be so lucky next time. My supervisor has apparently scheduled me for some kind of standard medical treatment, but when I come back, I better have a message from you apologizing for not responding to my messages and containing an immediate transfer to somewhere that isn't here. I've had enough. To Lawson, apology. Hilda, I reread my last message to you and I feel I owe you the deepest and most heartfelt of apologies. I have been such an entitled bore since I received this promotion. In reality, I should have been thanking you. To oversee the day-to-day coming and going of creatures as majestic as these mosquitoes is a great honor. Congratulations on your promotion, by the by. I would have thought I'd be mad, especially considering how central my mosquitoes were to your new position, but since that treatment I found it difficult to stay mad about much of anything. I hope you enjoy Byzantium. What a nice gentleman, eh? Oh, yellow. This multi-purpose tool would be nondescript anywhere else, but here there's something strange about it. Scan the chemical makeup of the multi-tool.
Tool is comprised of 99% plastic, 0.5% steel, and 0.5% carbonated sugary beverage. Trace amounts of kerosene, alcohol, hydrazine, and liquid hydrogen also detected.
You'd recognize that mix of chemicals anywhere, it's rocket propellant. This tool must have been previously used somewhere involved in refueling ships. Inspect the casing. The casing is pockmarked and scratched, it's been well used. You also notice an inch-long steel panel haphazardly nailed into its side. Dexterity, wiggle the nails out. The nails aren't as well set as they look, making it a simple enough matter to wiggle them free. As the panel falls away, you notice that it was hiding a Slug logo. Conclude examination.
Find anything, boss?
There were few traces on the multi-tool, could be from the docks or distillation station.
Yeah, I figured those wasp-ketos didn't escape by accident.
It's also likely that whoever released the mosquitoes was a Slug employee.
I know sublight deals in shadiness, but sending swarms of horrible insects after us is a new low.
And yet it happened. Oh, it's no, wait a second. see, we have green as well. That's a progress. Inventory records. Only one left. One shipment to the puzzle hedges, one to the nut hut. The puzzle hedges. Well, that's exactly where I'm going next. Oh yeah, this guy asked me for the stuff, right?
I'm glad you're back. The sooner I gain your assistance, the sooner I can leave these miserable outdoors and return to my temperature-controlled office. I'm sure you have questions.
I have a regional, here you go.
Ah, finally! Where have you been all my life, my darling? You and I will make quite a team, won't we? Your pay, good freelancer. I shall win this case in your honor.
The blue one. And to the nut hut. Were they not supposed to return? Oh yeah, this creepy...
Welcome to the Nut Hut, the only place you can get Rizzo's ground-up, pound-up fruit drinks, made with mostly berries and twigs. Now I'd love to get you something, maybe a couple somethings. Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Have you sold any Spectrum from the storage warehouse shipment?
Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. I sold lower-level Spectrums to workers from RR&DD Labs, Hive Control, and the Conservatory. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade, and Black Hole Birdie bought my most expensive Spectrum when he visited. I wish he'd bought more. Oh, if you're looking for your own Spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut Hut or the Grand Colonial Bar, so long as you have the bits to back up your taste.
Does this lead me to other ones? She did say... Yeah, not that. Well, as a matter of fact, it did actually place it around. So I might consider going back after it. So, yeah, about
back, I see.
sabotage thing.
Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
Absolutely. I have completed my investigation.
All right, let's hear the details.
A drink was spilled over the processing console, shorting it out.
A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
A herbicide was mixed in with a fertilizer which ended up killing the saplings.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
And I took care of the roaming exterminator Automax.
Huh. You didn't destroy any of them? Reckon I would have lost that bet. Thanks.
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses, Hathaway. Lucky you.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
You're worried that Slug is trying to mess with your livelihood.
Of course. And what better way to do that than by targeting our pollenizers? They'd be a hell of a pain to kill manually. But if you set the mechanicals to do it...
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself.
Is there a way to manually initiate a pollinization cycle?
Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in hive control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it?
Well, it was Anna Summers, but she didn't do it on purpose.
Summers? The intern? I didn't really take her for a meddlesome type. But now that I think about it, that's why she'd be a perfect saboteur. I'll deal with her later.
No.
Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
Reasons will have bits to spare after the Brown unveiling. Could pay then, with interest.
Never like paying bits if I ain't gotta, but you're right. If we get production finished now, we'll be able to pay later. Thoughts, Slug Boy?
I think that's the first interesting suggestion I've heard since our back and forth began. Slug can wait for an increase in costs. I hope we won't have this conversation again.
Now that that's out of the way, we can discuss the intern. If she was really causing all that trouble, I will delight in severing her from her job.
Your intern confessed to being inept. She honestly seemed like she just wanted to help.
Even if I were inclined to believe you, that's some damn severe incompetence you're talking about. I still wouldn't want someone like that working the orchards.
Perhaps you could be of use to each other.
What the hell are you proposing? Let her burn the orchards down while I stand behind her and applaud? We ain't got nothing to exchange.
The intern's an earnest worker. I'd bet she could do an excellent job with your guidance.
She wants to help, does she? You know what? I'll call your bluff. She can keep at it with close supervision, but if she screws up even once, she's out. Use your pay, with a little extra for getting to the bottom of things. It's gonna be real interesting in the orchards for the foreseeable future. Thanks, I guess.
Level 40. And I have yet another perk. But at the very least, we got these things out of the way. So my dialogue skills at 80, which is nice. So I am thinking of boosting up hack and lockpick skills, because I am encountering some containers that I cannot deal with. Yeah, maybe I can... No. So let's put 3 here, 3 here, and I put the whole 2 items, 2 points over here. That will be it for now. And here... yeah, maybe something like this. Oh, you guys have also perks. You know, Christ almighty. Let's go with your ability damage, I think. Right, now. It's very nice that they actually put markers like where stuff is. It makes my job so much easier. Do I have red? Let's see. You did not find a red. Now I did. I have all 8 of them. I have no idea where I have managed to find black, but okay. If I can get my hands on this unique weapon, sure, I'll take this opportunity. Open case. Spectrum Gatling.
Dibs. Mega dibs. You give that directly to me.
A science weapon. Developed in RISA's Research and Development District labs, this minigun is both inspired and powered by RISA's Spectrum Vodka. Shoot some vodka shots and taste the paintball. Trademark. This weapon slowly builds up its rate of fire, alternating damage types with each shot. The number of damage types uses is based off of the wielder's science skill. Ammunition made in USA. Does USA still exist? This might be interesting. What's the damage? Well, it probably will be different depending on the thing, like 350. I mean, all my other weapons are ever so slightly better, but then again, it has a huge rate of fire, right? So probably like damage per second should be... the damage per minute, 19,000 or something like that. 25,000 and 64,000. Oh no. Just if it's a numbers game, it's very difficult to justify this weapon then. A momentary taste of purple berry. Strange disappearance of a watchman. And Brave New World. I do not remember half of these quests, to be honest. I remember the pool. What's that one? I report to administrator. Is that... But why is it at the pool plaza? Okay, disappearance of a watchman. I need to report to Lillie Vargas. Okay. Brave New World. Okay, that one I remember. Do I want to report to Administrator Ludovica right away, or do I want to investigate some other places? I don't know. Let me think about it on the way. So, yeah. We've definitely did some investigation. And we have definitely found some leads. Maybe we can close the Watchman quest, because so Amelia pointed us to this place so that we know about the slugs, right? So we learned a lot about slugs. Ah, my ankle, god damn it. So we learned a lot about slugs, that's for sure. So how it all works, how it's yeah, the slugs. You get an idea. See, that's why I need a lot of hacking skill. But why does it show up here then? Because it points me inside the Grand Colonial. Right? Right. We do not want that. I do not want to return there yet. I would like, my personal preference is to maybe follow the leads and then present a complete report.
Let's take him down!
Oh, what the...
That's how it's done, Captain.
Why are they here? What is going on? I did not expect it. Like, there are some hotel guests like just casually strolling around here and there. That is so weird. I'm definitely caught off guard with what I have just witnessed. I don't think I've been to this area, by the way. I've been to the landing pad, that's for sure. Crew quarters terminal, view lockdown alert. Until further notice, the Eridanos atmospheric complex is under lockdown. No person is permitted to arrive or depart from the complex without explicit permission from Mr. Kincannon. Logs. Vargas. Just notified that all of Eridanos is locking down. Something bad must have transpired in the hotel. My scars are aching, which can only mean one thing. There are about to be security issues, enough to be a massive void damned pain in my posterior. From what I've seen, every bridge is walking down without my help. Talk about a surprise, except for the one leading to the Purpleberry Orchards. I'm headed out there to make sure it's done right and to correct some skulls if needed. If you're a Slug agent and you're reading this, get your ass to the landing pad. If some uppity Byzantine gets out of here on a ship, it's gonna be all our hides. Stillwell. This is Stillwell here, giving her report. Here it goes. Here's the report. Hey, boss, eat it. O'Connell. Patrolled the bridge leading to Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for 8 hours, 14 and a quarter minutes. 14 and a quarter minutes, okay. Exchanged shift with operator Stillwell, 14 and a quarter minutes late. Patrolled landing area for 8 hours, slept for 4 hours, slated to return to Wilderness Exploitation Reserve Bridge for today's shift. Open safe. Nice. But for 28 bits, no thank you. It's the experience that I value.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
Yeah, he's dead.
Shit. That's fucking inconvenient. What happened?
He attacked Amelia Stillwell, who unintentionally killed him in self-defense.
No shit. I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure?
Pretty much. I'm satisfied she's telling the truth.
Damn. Okay.
What happened was tragic, but not a crime. Oh, also Evan was covered in slugs when I found him.
That's unusual, but I don't see how that factors in.
Me either, but I intend to find out.
Good for you. That's a nice go-getter attitude you got there. I hope you do figure it out, but my involvement ends here. I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. We're short-staffed as it is. A new day, a new pain in my ass.
I have a lingering feeling that I have not completed this quest in all its entirety. Well, in any case, I intend to head to the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve now.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Out to taste the rainbow.
I think it's over there. So, how do I go there? Wilderness Exploitation Reserve, yes. I cannot hack it, can I? I can do this, however. How the hell did you end up here? God damn it. Examine. Wilderness checkpoint note. Evan, remember cards tonight. If you don't show, I'll set a Raptidon loose in here with you. I'm kidding, but don't forget it here. I need help knocking B down a rung or 3. She's had me writing field reports for her all week. Botanical Operators Building. Cards tonight. Botanical Operators Building. But again, nothing here opens the thing. No. This one. Oh, the way it's set up, I need to report and then they will open a new area for me. Let's check then with the black hole birdie Holcomb if I can go anywhere in that direction.
Here we go.
Please don't kill me!
Go, me, boss.
You're sadness to yourself! I just want to make you smile! I just want to be...
You're the best there ever was.
The road to distillation station seems to be open though.
Did we win? Oh, how exciting!
The other one should be nearby. I don't see another body.
Hey, Inspector.
So over this way, there is a Prince of Tossball, right? And this area seems open. There's always distillation station. So that is interesting. I don't have any quests in distillation station. Should I wait with my exploration or should I just go with it? Amita's reclaimed goods. That's the security checkpoint.
Right, let's dance.
We are not fond of parasites, so for now we will deal with it.
Indeed, that was just like my old. I say, this pocket watch has someone's initials inscribed on it.
Must be an antique.
Aren't those your initials?
I have a feeling that I hear more of them. And I don't like it. Maybe I am not a fond of parasites in general. I definitely hear some wildlife, yes, but I don't know where. Is it inside this building?
If you lose anything else, it's good to know we can purchase a replacement here.
Come take a look.
Amita Rai.
Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink? Single earring? You want it, I've got it.
You doing okay?
Me? Oh, sure. Terrific. Never better. And as soon as I pay off my docking fines, I'll be back on my feet and in my ship.
Docking fines?
So it turns out Slug has some pretty strict rules on vehicle docking, and I may have broken a few of them. Who'd think Slug would be so strict?
Can I help?
You sure can. Buy some of my goods, and it'll count towards paying off my docking fines. And the delinquency fees that are accruing on top of them.
So, is that why you're selling all of that?
Junk? My friend, this is not junk. These are people's prized possessions. Priceless personal effects, beloved souvenirs and knickknacks.
So how did you come by them?
Huh? Oh, well, some of the guests left this stuff behind.
Must not be that valuable if people left it behind.
Take a look for yourself.
Okay. Yeah, that looks like junk. Jeweled ring, flywheel, necklace, bracelet, corporate service award. Yeah.
Hid among the rocks.
Knew it. Damn parasites. This notice informs you that your ship and its cargo have been impounded by Slug. They will be released to you when you have paid your outstanding fines for docking without authorization, docking with forged authorization, docking into adjacent vessel, drunk and disorderly conduct, loitering. Please note that you will be charged a delinquency fee for each day these fines go unpaid. I wonder why it's the exploitation reserve that's like seems the only one that is closed right now.
Administrator Ludovico can seem intimidating, but he's a decent fellow. I know he cares.
Got a real lucky break working on Eridanos. I could have been stuck on Terra too.
Some tourists.
Sure he's not in the museum.
Even if he is, no one will think you dress the same as him on purpose.
I was at breakfast first. If anything, he's dressed the same as me.
But we can part your hair on the...
And that, by the way, reminds me that I can just sell my junk. And now I don't need to carry it around. No navigation deck, so right away the Pilothouse. So that should be the meteorological station. It does not show anything, but I would presume it is. What else do you have in here? Oh, that's just stash. Okay. Interesting. And a dead array. Because why not, I guess. Exterior engine. Fine. Anything of note in this direction? I can climb up here. For purpose unknown. What else can I do? Meteorological control station, yes. People who stand in these spots like it really rub me the wrong way in terms that like why do they stand here of all the places? Am I the only one who finds it suspicious? This whole area is just like, for now it raises the question why. It might be the case that I like visit the places in the wrong order, right? So maybe I was supposed to report to Ludovica, then he points you to this area, and there are some additional quests here and there. But until then, like, what, why, I don't know. Pick up half-melted battery. Why would I pick it? It looks heavy and not functional being half-melted. Gigantor. Stunt double 347. The legendary mount of Cascadia Bard, the frontier here immortalized by Spencer Woolrich in Free Range Fixer. The real Gigantor retired after filming and went to the home of a wealthy Byzantine collector. The ambitious shooting schedule and thrilling stunts of Free Range Fixer meant that many smaller scale stunt doubles got to share the role of Gigantor. 347, displayed here, performed in a scene where Gigantor and Cascadia Bard are buried in a rockslide. While her shot was ultimately cut from the film, her valiant sacrifice lives on here. Did you know Gigantor was named after Rizzo's Gigantor energy drink enjoyed on screen by Cascadia Bard while he battled against the vile philosophists? Prove your loyalty to Halcyon and try Gigantor today, available at the Rizzo's vending machine near you. Oh, these are like some big bottles. Alright. The Stosball stick was used by none other than Bertie Black Hole Holcomb during the historic match between Rhesus Rangers and the Happydale Farmers, where Bertie's triple tackle of rival hacker Claude the Bull Payne set the record for most simultaneous rule violations. Champions like Bertie stay energized with Rhesus Purpleberry Munch. Be like Bertie, enjoy your favorite Rhesus product today. And just a uniform like this being present here. Sure. With over 30 articulated joints and reinforced plating in purple-berry pink and nana blue, Rhesus guards enjoy the most fashionable armors in all of Halcyon. These brave troops show their corporate pride, whether they're battling dissidents, guarding factories, or simply giving our workers a friendly pep talk. Raise a glass of lemon slab to show your support for the corporate soldiers who protect us all. Purple-berry puzzle hatches. Can you imagine a life without Purpleberry Bunch, Purpleberry Crunch, Purpleberry Fizzy Tea, juice, liqueur, lunch, munch, punch, or wine? We sure can't. That's why the hard-working brand managers of Reese's developed the purpleberry, an irresistible fruit with more sugar and less fiber than anything you'll find in nature. Why not book a tour for purpleberry orchards and treat yourself to Reese's purpleberry product today? You deserve it. That's probably the biggest concentration
Must
of...
you read every law-forsaken sign in the building?
Yes,
Some of us enjoy learning things.
exactly.
Oh, yeah? And what did you learn about Rizzo's armor 2 hours ago? It's not about memorizing, it's about absorbing. Okay?
Also true. Okay, we have some ships here and there, and they already display parasites, blueprints of engines. I would have interested about that one, but on this side of the building, not a lot of signs are interactive. That's actually very disappointing. I'm very interested in ships. And Thelbert Walcott, who are you? Why can I
Whoa,
talk
you
to you?
scared the daylights out of me. Don't sneak up on a fella like that.
Why not?
Say, you wouldn't happen to be the inspector investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. You look like you might fit the bill.
Because I do fit the bill. I'd rather know who I'm talking to before I divulge any information.
Thelbert Wolcott, Pilothouse engineer, at your service. Forgive the impudence, but I'm still wondering who you are. Not many visitors out and about right now, aside from those damn terror rays.
I'm investigating Halcyon Helen's murder.
Hey, I got it right. You must be a real top runner to be in charge of a case like this. Oh, wait. That's why you're talking to me. I'll help however I can.
Alright. Tell me what you know about Halcyon Helen and her murder.
Oh, I hate to say it, but I never met Helen. Not even in passing. I've seen a couple serials, but otherwise, I don't know anything about her. But I do know a thing or two about traps. This here's my Terror Ray Grounder, and once it works, it'll zap those wing sprats out of the sky.
You said it's not working?
Not yet. I'm missing a few parts before I can power it up. Actually, you seem capable, and I need some help getting those parts I'm missing. I can make it worth your while.
What's stopping you from getting them yourself?
I hate to admit it, but Terror Rays give me the heebie-jeebies, and most of the parts I need are surrounded by them.
What parts do you need?
I've got an incomplete list here, but I'm a tad on the scatterbrain side. You mind taking a look at my terminal to certify I ain't forgetting anything?
Scrap metal? What's all this?
I know, but trust me, once I've got everything, I can build a zap trap that'll keep those disgusting things out of the engine.
Spork and forks? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's interesting, but why would I pick them up? Oh, that's a big-ass terminal, I will tell you that.
Greeting protocols initiating. Greeting protocols cancelled. Phaeton cannot extend pre-programmed pleasantries at this time. Error. Phaeton requires an attitude adjustment.
You mean your gyroscope axis is misaligned?
Affirmative.
Why is no one fixing this?
Captain Mabel Thompson is scheduled to perform routine realignment. Error. Captain Mabel Thompson is overdue to perform routine realignment.
I get the point. How do I fix this?
To achieve attitude adjustment, acquire the gyroscopic alignment key, or GAC, and convey it to the gyroscope management terminal in engineering. Utilize the GAC to interface with the gyroscope management terminal and execute the gyroscopic axial realignment procedure. This will achieve an attitude adjustment.
So you're telling me all I have to do is get a key and press a button on the terminal?
Affirmative.
I don't think this Phaeton fellow's got a high opinion of our talents.
Probably not. I'm on it.
Rizzo's thanks you in advance for your assistance. Please note that Rizzo's does not pay for uncontracted labor, but a member of HR will issue a favorable remark on your permanent record. Access to engineering levels granted.
Why, thank you. Maybe that's why this place is called Pilothouse, because this, I assume, flies the whole thing that we're standing on. That must be the dude's terminal. Yeah. East and West Museum. Okay, so we'll make a pause right here. And in the next episode, we will first do these minor tasks here and there, like study the terminal of this Pilothouse engineer to see what he might be missing, find some parts, go to engineering and fix the gyroscope thing. And then we will probably go to the meeting spot and try to find Bertie Holcomb and have a talk with the guy. For now, however, thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that's the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. Have a very nice day, and bye.